Assalamu alaikum students of grade 6. How are you all? I hope you all are doing well and great. Today we are going to do the test exercise 1 of chapter 4, environment and interactions. Question number 1 we have, while living in a forest, can you name biota of that region? So the answer is biota in a forest. Flora is equals to मतलब flora में जो है वो है trees, shrubs, herbs, weeds, etc. एंड fauna में insects, monkeys, birds, etc. क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 हमारे पास है, enlist the abiotic factors that form an ecosystem. उन abiotic factors के नाम बताइए जिससे ecosystem बनता है. Abiotic factors that form an ecosystem are light, water, air, temperature and soil. Question number 3 we have, what sort of temperature range is found in rainforest? The average temperature found in rainforest is 20 to 34 degrees centigrade. Then here we have question number 4, define an oasis. In desert areas, when the underground water come above the ground due to rise in ground level, such water body is called oasis. Question number 5, how does water affect the ability of the plants in making their food? Water is used as a raw material for photosynthesis. It transports minerals to upper part of plant through xylem. If there is increase or decrease in water, the ability of photosynthesis of plants will be affected. Question number 6, define ecological relationship. An ecological relationship is a type of relationship found between different organisms living in same ecosystem. Then we have question number 7. How do plants provide shelter to animals? Plants provide nesting sites to many animals. Question number 8. Who coined the term mutualism? The term mutualism was introduced by Pierre Joseph van Beneden in 1876. Question number 9. Differentiate between predator and prey. The answer is, the organisms which hunts is called predators, while the organisms being hunted is called prey. Question number 10. What are the types of parasites? There are two types of parasites. The first one is external parasites. The parasites that live outside the host body, for example mosquito. And दूसरा हमारे पास है internal parasites. The parasites that live inside the host body, for example ascaris. Ascaris are worms which are also present in human bodies. अच्छा, फिर उसके बाद हमारा पास जो सेक्शन बी है, आप बुक से इससे रिलेटेड देख सकते हैं. उसका क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 है, डिफाइन इकोलॉजी. द स्टडी ऑफ इंटरेक्शन बिटवीन ऑर्गेनिजम्स एंड देयर एनवायरनमेंट इज कॉल्ड इकोलॉजी. क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 हमारे पास है, एनिमल सर्व प्लांट्स इन वेरियस वेव्स, एक्सप्लेन ब्रीफली. सो द आंसर इज, एनिमल सर्व प्लांट्स इन वेरियस वेव्स. नंबर ए, दे प्रोवाइड न्यूट्रिएंट्स when dead and through excretory waste, and B is they help in plant reproduction by pollination. Question number 3, earth is a combination of different ecosystem. Justify the statement. The answer is, earth is a combination of different ecosystem because different ecosystem make the biosphere on earth. For example, desert ecosystem, land ecosystem, etc. Question number 4, give an example of predation in forest. Example of predation in forest is lion and deer. So lion is a predator and deer is prey. Question number 5, differentiate between mutualism and parasitism. Mutualism is the relationship in which organisms get benefits from each other. For example, bee and flower. Parasitism is the relationship in which one organism gets benefits while the other is harmed. For example, lice and human. फिर हमारे पास सी सेक्शन है. उसका क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 जो है, जो कि हमारे डिटेल वाले क्वेश्चंस आते हैं. आंसर दिस क्वेश्चन इन डिटेल. हाईलाइट द कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ एनवायरनमेंट. द आंसर इज, एनवायरनमेंट कंसिस्ट ऑफ टू टाइप्स ऑफ कंपोनेंट्स विच इज बायोटिक एंड एबायोटिक. So the first one, biotic component. The living component of environment are called biotic components, which consist of producers, consumer and decomposers. Biotic component are termed as the biological component of environment. Second हमारे पास है abiotic components. The non-living components of environment is called abiotic components, such as light, air, soil, water and temperature. Question number 2, we have described the relationship between biotic and abiotic components of the environment. All biotic components depend upon abiotic components for their basic needs like food, shelter and breathing. Plants use carbon dioxide, water, soil and temperature for photosynthesis, while other living organisms use them for all living activities. Question number 3, explain how abiotic factors affect the ability of plants to create their own food. Abiotic factors affect the ability of plants in the following ways. The first is हमारे पास यहाँ पे है light. Light is the raw material for photosynthesis. If there is no light photosynthesis will not occur. Temperature by decreasing or increasing affect the photosynthesis. फिर हमारे पास वाटर एंड एयर है. वाटर एंड एयर आर ऑल्सो द रॉ मटेरियल. Without water and oxygen, O2 is oxygen, plants cannot prepare their food. Question number 4. Compare the physical factors which make up the environment of a desert and a rainforest. The answer is the desert are very dry line areas that can be hot or cold and experience very less rainfall. On the other hand, rainforests receive an enormous amount of rain. Both are homes to a variety of plants. Question number 5. Elaborate the different relationship between organisms. Answer is parasitism, the relationship in which organism gets benefits with the other while the other is harmed. This is positive negative relationship, for example mosquito feeding on human. Mutualism, the relationship in which organisms take benefit from each other. This is positive relationship, for example bee collecting honey from flower. Last one is the predation, the relationship in which one organism hunt and eats the other organism. The organism that hunt is called predator while the other being hunted, this ये other है, ठीक है, थोड़ा missing हुआ है. Being hunted is called prey. For example, snake eats a mouse. Question number 6. Write a note on dependency of living things on one another for food, shelter and protection. यानी अगर कोई living thing है वो दूसरे animal पे या और living things पे depend करता है फूड एंड शेल्टर एंड प्रोटेक्शन के लिए, तो उसके बारे में एक नोट लिखें. प्लांट एंड एनिमल्स आर इंडिपेंडेंट ऑन द एनवायरनमेंट. प्लांट्स प्रोवाइड शेल्टर एंड नेस्टिंग साइट्स to other organisms. Animals lives on in or under the plants. Many plants depend upon animals for help in reproduction. For example, bee pollinate flowers. The last question is give examples that how organisms interact with each other and with the non-living parts of their environment. The living things in an ecosystem are independent. This means that living things depend on their interactions with each other and with non-living things for survival. For example, a tree depends on sunlight for energy to make its own food and a snail depends on a tree for food. ठीक है, आई होप आपने सारे ये क्वेश्चंस एंड आंसर्स राइट डाउन कर लिए हैं. एंड प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब माई चैनल एंड लाइक माई वीडियो. थैंक यू.